the attack on Palestinians seeking aid in Gaza earlier this morning. Well, U.S. President Joe Biden has just been talking about it, and specifically the effect that that attack, that incident, could have on ceasefire negotiations. All right, let's go live to Washington, D.C. I'm joined by our White House correspondent, Kimberly Halkett. Kimberly, thanks for the scramble. I understand the U.S. president just made those comments publicly. What did he say?
Yeah, well, first of all, what he said is that there are two competing versions of what has happened in terms of the account. Now, he didn't elaborate on what he said might be that alternate version of what he believes may have happened. So we're trying to determine what it is that the president exactly meant with regard to that. But he certainly seems to be suggesting that the account of what happened that led to the deaths of more than 100 people is perhaps that there may be an alternative explanation. This may be the United States once again introducing some sort of excuse for the behavior of the Israeli soldiers. This, we're not entirely clear, but that does seem to be the suggestion. What he also is saying is that he is acknowledging that this will complicate negotiations, and that leads to the other point that the U.S. president made as he approached Marine One on his way to the southern border of the United States, essentially saying and casting doubt on comments he made earlier in the week when he suggested that a temporary ceasefire, one that many had hoped would last weeks, could be reached by the end of the weekend, possibly Monday. Now the U.S. president walking those comments back, saying that hope springs eternal and it may not be by Monday. Now, there are a number of reasons that why the president may possibly be saying this. There, we know, have been suggestions and a lot of criticism here in the United States that the president was merely intimating that this could be progress in these negotiations for political purposes. There was a key primary that happened here in the United States on Tuesday in the battleground state of Michigan, where there is a large Arab American population. And this would certainly seeing hope for some sort of breakthrough in these negotiations, and a temporary ceasefire would favor the president politically. So walking these comments now that battleground vote has happened certainly is not entirely surprising. But again, we have no way to ascertain that to be correct. This is purely speculation.
All right, Kimberly Halkett, thank you. Again, thank you for the scramble. These are comments that the U.S. President Joe Biden made just a short while ago. Biden saying we may not get a ceasefire deal by Monday, walking back a comment that he himself had made and a deadline he himself had floated only a few days prior. Kimberly Halkett reporting from Washington, D.C. Thank you.